And we are live. I want to thank everyone for tuning in to a very special edition of Off the Record on the People's Podcast this evening. We are live right here downtown Atlanta, Georgia, with the one and only Slayer Leek. This is the wrestling phenom, who has been causing havoc on all of his opponents for years. And it's an honor that you would let me interview you, sir. First of all, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be here live downtown Atlanta, the Mercedes-Benz Dome.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Excited.
The first question we have for you is, when did you first know that you wanted to be a wrestler?
I first knew when I was in high school because, I just had an obsession when I was in high school, even though I liked it since I was young, 5, 6 years old. But in high school, I'm like, you know what? My obsession is a little bit too, obsessed, so I might need to pursue it. Pursue it and try it out and see what I can do,
Yes, sir. Now, who are some of the wrestlers that inspired you?
Number one, the best in-ring performer, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels,
Shawn Michaels, he inspired everybody. The reason why Shawn Michaels is a famous wrestler is because he inspired everybody else. That's the reason why he exists, because he inspired everybody to wrestle. Every wrestler my age and younger, their greatest inspiration is 9 times out of 10
Shawn Michaels. Okay.
Yeah.
So you saying when he gave some of that sweet chin music is what you're saying?
Sweet chin music. Shawn Michaels, he had the entrance, he had the gear, he had the music,
He had the women,
he had the style, he had the moves in the ring, He had everything. There's nothing that Shawn Michaels couldn't do, he didn't have. You know what I'm saying? He was the total package.
Okay, yes, sir. Now, what about your favorite faction to watch?
Oh, that's a good question. Favorite faction to watch grow up? It was DX. That was a great faction. But, as a faction as a whole. DX, they got all of us in trouble. You got in trouble in high school because of DX.
Because of DX?
You got in trouble doing this. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got in trouble. We all got suspended, whatever type of detention. DX is unmatched. The second close, NWO.
Come on, what we talking
New
about?
World Order, Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash.
Yeah. You know what time it is. Wolfpack.
Yeah, that's a close second. But DX, they took it to another level with the raunchiness.
Yeah.
Everything that they had going on was pretty incredible.
Okay, so now I have gone live on my social media at some of your matches. Mm-hmm. It's been phenomenal every time. What is your what gets you going? Get you prepared for a match?
What gets me prepared for a match? I definitely need the energy drink for a match. Even though I don't drink them anymore, I might take a sip. But what's getting me prepared is calling the match, performing everybody, the crowd, feeding off the crowd. The crowd, the experience, my entrance, executing some of my moves. That's what gets me pumped up.
Let's stay right there. What are some of Slayer Leek's moves?
Oh, shoot. A couple moves I do. I like, every now and then I'll pull off a swanton. I like to do basic moves. I like doing strikes, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people, it's the basics. I like the basics, you know what I'm saying? Throwing strikes, kicks, the way you run, it's the way you move. The moves are my trainer used to tell me the moves are the easy part.
Okay.
But it's the psychology, it's the execution, your face, everything. You hear the moves are going to be the easy part, essentially. Okay. It's everything else that's hard. It's the cardio, and everything else like that. But I might throw in a freaking, a big boy slam, you know what I'm saying? I'm one of the bigger guys, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big guy. I might throw in a pendulum slam. I might throw in some high flying moves in there. Who knows?
From the top rope.
From the top rope, do a swanton, do a flip,
Now, for those who are watching, everybody was trending recently. John Cena turned heel, right? Could you explain what turning heel is, and have you ever had to turn heel?
Well, right now, currently, I'm a heel.
Okay.
Heel is essentially the bad guy, and the baby face is essentially the good guy. And so, John Cena, for the majority of his career in his fame, like becoming a superstar, he was a baby face, which he was a good guy. And so, his exodus from wrestling, because this match, WrestleMania next month, is going to be his last match. Okay. He turned heel on Cody Rhodes, kicked him in the nuts. Typical heel move, but I that's what a heel is, essentially. I'm excited to see how he's going to pull it off.
Okay. Now, for you, what made you Do you like being more of a heel or a babyface?
I like being a heel because it's much more fun. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, a heel is way more fun. You can do more. You can control the match, do it at your own pace. You know, everything like that. But being a heel is a lot more fun. The babyface is cool too because you got the crowd behind you. But a heel is something special.
Yes, sir. Now, I came to one of your performances. I've seen you come out, many of your performances. We have seen the audience go crazy, heard different music, but one time you came out and you switched it. Instead of having like some rap or some rock and roll, you actually had some pop music. You had some Backstreet Boys coming out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So how do you choose? What goes into you choosing which music you come out to?
Well, initially I did it as a joke to come out to Backstreet Boys, and the joke was on me because the crowd loved it. Everybody was screaming the lyrics to the song. Everybody was screaming the music, and the jokes were on me, and it became a hit. And that's what took my tag team faction to the next level. Is the music. You know what I'm saying? It's a combination of everything, not just the wrestling, the music, everything.
Okay, great. Now, what we want to know is there are a lot of people who love wrestling. It's not just a subculture; it's a main culture of American around the world. What advice would you give to those who aspire to be a wrestler?
Some advice I would give to people who aspire to be a wrestler, I would say, take it one day at a time. You're not going to be good overnight. You're not going to be in WWE a year later. I mean, in rare cases, you might. Just keep grinding, keep working. Just keep working on your craft, perfecting the moves. Keep getting it until you get it right. Practice your spacing. Practice your character. Practice your entrance. You got to practice everything. With practice and make perfect. Reps. Keep getting reps in. More reps. More matches. More reps. Keep going.
Yes, sir. Great advice. Now, what we want to know is when can we, other people who are watching the podcast, when can they come see you?
Oh, they can come see me. They can come see me. Most of the time I perform Thursdays at the WWA 4. That's on North Silling Drive. 152 to be exact. It's Fulton Industrial. They have free live shows every Thursday in Southwest Atlanta. If you want to catch me there, or you can go on my Instagram and you can catch whatever show I'm doing. I'll post it on there. You can catch it there.
Great. Well, I know that everybody is excited about all of your matches. It's an honor that you would allow me to interview. We go back. Our parents go back, but you and I go back. And I just want you to know on the record, and off the record, how much you inspire me by seeing you pursue your dreams, bro.
Thank
You always stay positive. And,
Thank you.
man, you're one of my best friends, Malik.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And one more thing. Right here, me and Josh, we're in front of the Mercedes-Benz Dome. That's where the Falcons play. It used to be the Georgia Dome. We're here, right here, because I want to do shows here. And we're going to do stuff right here like this at this level. You
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? Here at the Mercedes-Benz Dome. Maybe selling it out, having matches here. But we're here trying to manifest it, speaking things into existence so we can follow our dreams and let our dreams come true.
Power of mind. Yes, sir.
Yes,
This
sir.
has been a great joy to myself, my family, and the viewing audience of the People's Podcast. You have our support, Slayer Leek. Man, now we got to bring the whole family to come see another one of your matches. Everybody come out, support him. And shout out to all of the wrestling fans from around the world. One more thing, I just want to say some of my favorite wrestlers, the Attitude Era. So, Slayer Leek took me to my first wrestling match in person, and it was great. But I didn't know any of the new wrestlers, so I was like, I got to tap in. So everybody who's comes from the different eras, if you like the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, keep up with wrestling. It's still fun. It's still addictive. I love the video games. Are there any characters that you like that you enjoyed when you were younger playing on video games and stuff like that?
Oh, I used to play with Undertaker, The
Undertaker?
Rock.
Rock, for sure.
Yeah, Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho?
That's
You
the
can't go
underrated
wrong with
one.
Chris Jericho.
I used to love playing Chris Jericho on video games, man. Chris Jericho is freaking awesome.
Wonderful. This is Joshua Leonard Muhammad signing off with the People's Podcast. Thank you all. Live, downtown Atlanta. We did it, y'all. Thank you very much.